Hello everybody, this is Producing Omar back again for the video. And today, I am so sorry for not uploading in so long. That time being sick really just took a toll on me and really just got me out of the mood to make any cards. I haven't made any. I'm really sorry. And of course, the ear infection actually just went away a few days ago. And so, yeah, I know I said that I would make a rules video the following day after my last video, but I didn't, because I completely just didn't, and I just didn't. So yeah, I'm sorry. But I am back finally for that rules video, and when I made my first rules video, it wasn't very informative. The rules have changed a lot, and there are a lot of new ones, and yeah, so and now that I have a lot more cards, I'll be able to demonstrate my TCG rules a lot better. So of course, this is about the size a normal deck would be. When you run out of cards in a game, you lose. Just period, you lose. So it's always good to have cards that can either steal cards from your opponent's deck and put them into your deck, or take cards from your graveyard and put them into your deck, because you always want more cards in your deck, because if you run out of cards in your deck, then you lose. So of course, since I do not have two decks, I'm just going to split this one in half, try to make it as equal as I can. I haven't made any counters or anything for this, for like when you get the crystal each turn or anything like that. So I just use poker chips to demonstrate those crystals. So every turn you gain 2 crystals. You also start with 2 crystals. So how it would start is you would start off with getting your starting 2 crystals. Each person would go through their deck and get out 4 of their tomes. And now I actually have all the tomes done. So let's just do this deck first. Go through and get some tomes. I recommend having tomes in your deck that correspond with the element of cards that you use, but I didn't really pay any attention to what I put into these 2 splitted decks, because I literally just split them. So you pick your 4 tomes to start out with. There are 6 tomes. There are 6 slots in the tome row in total. So if you draw 2 extra tomes, then you can put those into the tome row as well. And or if some of your tomes are destroyed, then you can also put some tomes to replenish them, or if you get a card, to put tomes onto the battlefield from your graveyard. Now let's just get these tomes out of here. Okay, so we have an Aqua Tome, Death Tome. Also in the comments, I haven't asked this question yet. Which element of tome is your favorite? I have to say mine is not the Terra Tome. It's actually, I really, really, really love the Pyro Tome. It's definitely my fave. Whoa, nope, sorry for that. Blooper Nation, remember guys. Blooper Nation. Wait, did I already have 4? Oh, I already had 4. So this is unneeded. So now that you have your 4 tomes on both sides, and your 2 crystals for each player, let me just back up there to get more of this field in view. So put this deck a bit up so you can see it. Don't really need to see it though, just put it right here. There we go, and put it right here so we can move these back and get as much space as possible. Also, completely forgot to mention, I am once again on my bed from the Predator vs. Prey video. I showed you my bed with my wonderful dino sheets. Love those dinos. Yeah, you don't really need to see the decks, but you know they're there. you know they're there. So yeah, we both. I'm gonna say this is my opponent and this is me. So we both have our 2 crystals. Now to start off the match, we will draw 3 cards from our deck. I'm just trying to adjust this to get this perfect angle for it. Ugh. I am also on my little arm pillow, trying to get good angles for this. This is a good angle, I think. So, yeah. You both then draw 3 cards for your hand. I literally just... Okay, so I got Cloudfish, Twilight Wolf, and Frost Wolf. Not planned that I get both 2 wolves in the same hand. And for this hand, I will get Glob Thing, Purple Crab, and Blood Shark. Blood Shark, also my favorite card. So, now that you have your 3 cards, you decide who's going first. I'm going to be going first, just because it's my demonstration, and I get to do what I want, except for cheat. So, I'm going to gain 2 crystals. You gain 2 crystals every turn, and, look at my cards. I do not have any cards that I can play. I have enough crystals for Cloudfish, but I do not actually have any Aerotome. So what I'm going to do is write Twilight Wolf into the tome. And you actually, sorry for the, sorry for throat. You actually have to have your monster/slash creature inside the tome 1 turn prior to playing it, or else you cannot play it. So I have now completed my turn. You just say done or whatever. Oh, no, I actually haven't. Completely forgot to draw. Oh, cool. I got Boulder Golem. Yeah, you draw at the beginning of your turn. I always forget. Every single round, every single mock match I've ever played of this, always forget to draw on the first turn. So I got Graveyard Rise in this. I'm, like I said, writing all the things into your tome. Usually, you wouldn't want to write your things into the tome, because then there's a chance of erasing them. But if you want to play them, you need to have them into the tome, so there is a risk of getting them erased if you want to play them at all. It's a cool risk, and I like the feeling of it. But so now since they cannot do anything because they do not have any card, so they don't have any. Sorry for this. It's really hard propping up my iPad on this bumpy surface, which I keep jiggling around. Really sorry for that. So now, and since I can't do anything else, it would be my turn. So I would also now gain 2 crystals. And I can't, still not, and of course I would draw. I would get Long Reach. I'm just gonna pretend that I have everything played, and my opponent does as well. I'm just gonna move the tomes out of here. So I have, sorry if you couldn't see that, I didn't notice. I'm gonna move my tomes and my crystals out of the way, since, I've already talked about those. And yes, the number of diamonds on the card is how many crystals it costs to play. And attachment, ability, and permanent resource cards do not have to be put into the tome at all, and tome cards are free to play. And the symbol the symbol in the crystal box represents their element, the crystal in its own box, and the symbol in its own box represents rarity, and the letter, whether it's M or C, M, C, A, A, T, or P, R, in the box, like right here, right here, represents what type of card it is. So I'm just going to pretend that I've played everything. So this is the complicated combat system. So there is a range and a melee row. This is the range row. This is the melee row. I'm just going to get all their cards and pretend that they have also played everything. So, also move these tomes out of the way, because no longer vital to the instruction. So, I'm just going to pretend that they had all of these. I have all of these, and yeah. So it's like this. So this is my setup on this side, and this is their setup. So how this works is my range row can attack their melee row with my range. And then my melee row, let's just put purple crap in the range row to demonstrate. And my melee row can attack their range row with range. And the melee can attack the melee with melee. So, see, on the card there's ranged attack, there's Rat K and Mat K. Rat K stands for range attack, and Mat K stands for melee attack. And depending on what they're attacking, it does different things. And sometimes there's something with really high melee attack, but it has really low health. And most cards have higher melee than they do range, so you have to be careful whether to put them in the melee or the range row to protect them, or to try to go ham on your opponent. So, once you've... I'm going to pretend that I completely cleared the board. So once you've cleared their field of all monsters / creatures, once you've killed them. Oh, and this is so annoying. So monsters, which is M, when they die, they go to the graveyard. No, they go back into the... Oh, crud. Oh, I'm going to need to change the lob thing into a creature. That would be too OP. Otherwise, yeah, creatures go to the graveyard. Monsters go back to the tome. So I'm just pretend I killed everything on his field, and he just has his 4 tomes left. Let's just get this on screen. Go. And I have my whole field. Each tome has 200 health. So the way to win is you have to destroy all of their tomes. So, and it doesn't matter. You can attack their tome with melee or range, whichever one you prefer. It doesn't matter. And they all have 200 health. They do not regenerate unless there's a card that says so. And once you kill it, it goes to the graveyard, and you can't get back unless you have a card that says so. And once all your opponent's tomes are gone, out the window, you have won the match. Yeah, it's pretty actually simple. I think, in terms of rules, you just try to kill all your opponent's tomes. And the only complicated part, I think, is the combat system, which I really like. I think it's really unique for my game. I have not seen anything like it. I really like it a lot. So, yeah, this is all I really had for this rules video, this TCG rules video too. And, by the way, oh, right, also, you want to have damage counters. So, totally almost forgot to mention, so if Boulder Golem, no, if Twilight Wolf attacks the Boulder Golem, then Boulder Golem will receive the damage that Twilight Wolf deals, but it will not deal damage back, and you have to wait for the next turn to do that. A lot of card games have it that way, but I don't see fit to, because there are so many cards, like really weak cards, and if you join them together, you can kill a really giant card, which I think would be really cool to do. So yeah, that's about it for this TCG rules video too. Really sorry about not uploading. Hopefully I'll get back on schedule, but I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.